Alright, so in this tutorial I'm going to do a basic room scrolling to show you how it's done. I'm going to use 320 by 180, which is good for the old school LucasArts and Sierra style feeling games, and it's a 16 by 9 screen resolution, so it scales full screen to modern devices. So I'm setting the playing resolution at 1280 by 720p. Because it should work on older devices. A lot of people that play these types of games have older devices. And I'm using the single click template. I'm going to click OK, and here we go. So for this tutorial you should know the basics of creating rooms and characters, because I'm not really going to cover it in any detail. Alright, so once Popochiu is loaded, we're going to create a room, and I'm just going to call it gate. Alright, I'm going to use the Sprite importer. So I'm going to go into Sprite, and I'm going to create this gate room, which is bigger than a normal room. I don't want to see the background, it's not clickable. So these are just options for Sprite. If you do pixel art games, I highly recommend Sprite. And there's Libre Sprite if you don't want to pay for Sprite, and that should work fine as well. Alright, so there's our room. So let's set up some walkable area. We'll just call it path. Alright, so then let's set up where the character can walk to. Awesome, that'll do for that. Alright, and let's add somewhere for the player to start. So I'll just create a hotspot for the gate. And baseline can be above, to gate can be right near the gate. And I don't have to be too accurate with this because I don't even think we'll be using the gate. Alright, that'll do. Alright, so let's save that. Alright, so now in our characters, let's create a character. There we go. Max. Alright. So we click on it, and when this character is looking left, we want to flip it. I also don't want the character to be clickable, so I'll turn that off. Obviously, whenever we create a character, we change the origin of the feet. Alright, that's all I need for the character, although I will make the character a player character. Alright, and so on the room for the gate, if state dot visited first time, c dot player dot teleport to hotspot, and it is called gate. Alright. So if I run this, you can see that it doesn't follow the character, doesn't work the way you want. So to fix that in the room, I need to change the size of the image to be correct. So the image is 640 by 180. And we also need to set the camera limits. So the camera knows how far to scroll. And so the easiest way is up here on the toolbar. You can bring these little measuring things down. Now if you don't see that, I think it's under View, Show Rulers. So rulers are gone, rulers are back. So View, Show Rulers, make sure they're shown. Just get your image somewhere where you like it, and then if you move this down, And you can see for the limit to the left, we don't want it to go any further than -160, because you see that right there. And for the bottom of the screen, we don't want it to go any further than 180, which is the image size. So over here in the limit left, it is -160. There it is again. For the limit to the right, we'll do that in a sec. Limit to the top, 0, and it's 180, which is the size of the image for the limit at the bottom. So now if I move this sucker over, the limit to the right is 480. If I can move it exactly there, but it's 480. You can see the items moving, but if I zoom in, you can see I'm 1 pixel out. There we go. So now it's 480. So I set the right limit to 480 pixels. Now, I personally don't like it when these bars are on the screen, so to get rid of them, you just click it and move it to the side, click it, move it to the top. Those guides are gone. So now if I run the game, you can see the player character has started. And if I walk off the screen, it'll keep going to the limit of 480. So that is how you set up room scrolling. So I hope that that was useful for you, and I'll probably do some more tutorials on different topics at a later date. So I'll see you in the next video.